And we are now on to the night part of the game. Now, we have two places we can visit right now. It is snowy, so we can't visit that. So you can't get there due to snow. The Quiet House. We have St. Mary's Church. Now, St. Mary's Church, now each of these buildings have two different scenarios. One is a decent scenario. One are bad guys. So you got good guys and bad guys in each of these buildings that can happen. St. Mary's Church is a place of meetings of local community. Priest Ulick is known for his charitable work and offering refuge for the poor. You might have something to give away or trade. The vestry behind the church is deserted and abandoned. We could find some useful materials there. And we also go to the ruined block of flats. And these buildings, there's tons of buildings. They're all also randomly, and they come up throughout as the game goes on. You have more places you can go to. The block of flats have seen some heavy fighting. Most people have fled there. Rebels clashed there with some military. The battle's now over. There should be many things to scavenge because people were leaving in a rush. We're going to go here first. This is the most simple. We're not going to run into anybody or have any obstacles too much to deal with. So we're going to pick Boris. He's going to scavenge. We are going to, since she is slightly sick, we're going to let her sleep in the bed. And you always want to have someone on guard. Now, sometimes I do forget to mark someone for guard. Let's hope I don't do that in this playthrough. So let's see. So we have that all set up. So we are now scavenger, guard, and she's sleeping. And we are going to prepare. Now, we don't really need much. I will take a crowbar. I don't remember if there's anything I have to break through in this one, but we will take it just in case. So let's go scavenge that really quick. So now Boris is here. This here will take me out of the area. We don't want, of course, do that yet. We want to move up over here. And the little hand print is stuff we can scavenge through. Now you'll see one where it looks like it pinches, and that is actually stealing. And that means you're taking something that belongs to somebody else, which can have repercussions. It'll make your guys, depending on who you have at the moment, it can make them sad. They do have like little bios. Strong but slow. He's a smoker, which means we need cigarettes to help keep him happier. Not big with words, just a regular guy. Used to stack stuff on the night shift at the warehouse by hand mostly. It was tough work, but I was always strong, even when I was a kid. Now this place is gone, shelled to hell, so's my house. My foot was crushed under the rubble. It's healed, but a bit stiff. I can't run very fast, but I can carry more than anybody knows. So that's kind of why I like him, but I don't like taking him in dangerous situations because, well, he's slow. He can't get away very fast, and he can't, I mean, he can fight if he can get up close, but that's usually the problem. These are graded, we can't get through those until we make a saw, and our workbench is not big enough for a saw, so we'll grab everything. I like usually working my way top down. That's just a preference. I have seen somebody who actually, if he has enough time, in a building, he drags everything to one spot. I don't necessarily do that. I just kind of, I know I'll be back. And we can't make bullets yet, so there's no sense in me grabbing that now, but food and vegetables is a good thing right now. We'll grab some more components, and we are pretty much done. We're gonna see what else is down here, if there's any more vegetables or meat, or maybe something even better, of better use. And it's random what's in these things, so it's never always the same thing twice. See, we can use this and we can use this right now. And that's also a rolled up cigarette. That'll make Boris just a little happier. So we'll grab that. This is used for, it's a weapons part we can use to make knives and all that other stuff. We'll take the gear and we'll take the electronic bit. We'll hold off on the cigarettes for now. We'll grab that the next evening. See, look, more meat. We don't need the bullets. We're already full on all this, so that's cool. And we're gonna see what's here. And the first couple buildings are always the easiest. So there we go. And we will leave. So we got some good stuff. The thing about Marn that's really cool is he's a handyman. So he actually uses less supplies to build things. So that's his niche to do. So he likes building stuff, which is really cool. The lawyer, she doesn't do much. She kind of takes up space. So we're off to a good start. It is cold though, but we do have a little bit of food, which means we're not going to be starving right away. So he brought a bunch of stuff back. He's starting to look a bit unwell. He's getting sick because it's still cold in here. It's 8 degrees Celsius. We're gonna get her up out of bed. He needs to go lay down so he can get some rest, so he'll be ready for tomorrow. We're gonna have bed. We're gonna have her dig. Now they are hungry. If you sit there and feed them every time you're hungry, you're gonna be out of food very quickly. I usually will wait because they're only not going to be hungry for one day. The next day they'll be hungry. But they'll go 2 days being hungry before they become very hungry. So I feed them every other day, which makes the food stretch. We're going to have Marvin actually upgrade the stove, which is what I always do next. It makes the stove a little more efficient. So we're going to do that. It uses a lot less resources. We'll be using the stove quite a bit. So, yes, it uses resources to build, but it uses less resources in the long run. So we will build the stove. Plus, we can melt snow, and we can do all kinds of stuff. We can't melt snow until we have an upgraded stove. So we can do that now. Marvin is now actually going to go over here. We're going to have him see if we have enough materials to make at least a knife for self-defense before we get raided. We do not. We are one of these little gun thingies short, so we can't do that yet. So we are going to go over here. We're going to have her actually see what's in there. We don't need to make the water thing yet, again, because, well, it's too cold to make water. So we can hold off actually on that. We could actually make a still too, but we are also going to hold off on the still. He is actually, I think, we're going to collect a little bit of snow, so we can get some food already pre-made. She's going to grab all that. And then, oops, no, not you. Go get the snow. And then we're going to go up here. And we're going to dig through this pile of rubble. And we're going to get that finished. And that way, I think pretty much the entire building will have been searched and cleared. We're going to grab 2 things of snow. That's all we need. We do have something over here. So we're going to double click on that. Marvin's got the snow. We're going to come in. And I don't know if this affects anything, but I like to feel it does. And we're going to have him go over here and cook some food. Now, because we have a vegetable, we can make a double helping. We do have enough water right now. So we're going to make 2 servings right now. Cool. She got me some more fuel. Books. Books make good fire. And we are going to now send her, oops, over here and finish clear out that rebel. And Marvin, you just gotta look at the food. Marvin, we're gonna send him to bed now and get some rest. And Boris is going to actually fill up the fire. Get a little bit warmer in here. Our next priority is to try to get these things upgraded and patch up these holes. But we can't patch up these holes until we upgrade the workshop. So upgrading workshop is probably the most next important thing we need to do. So while, oh no, my picture disappeared. So while Boris, we'll have him just sit and chill. While we have the women do all the work. That always sounds like a good plan sometimes. Big strong guy will take it easy. I mean, he's gonna be up all night running around anyway. She's gonna get her chance to crash really shortly. And technically I want 2 beds as well. Another bed is another thing that we are going to want. So we didn't find our 3rd weapons part for a knife. So we are still defenseless. I believe we have everything we've taken out. Okay, so since we are done, we have the option to end day and speed it up. We're going to do that.